I'm outside for a change and I'm attempting to answer some of your questions. There are basically three main topics this video is going to revolve around, and those are my student exchange, veganism, and motion graphics. Totally unrelated, I know, but let's just roll with it. So here we go, question and answers video number 2 in 1, 2, 3, go. 1. Student exchange. What is it? How's it done? Is it Erasmus? How long will you be staying in England for? So my exchange is a part of the Erasmus program, which is a student exchange program within the European Union that basically allows for students like me to study at a different university for a certain period of time. So it could be 3 months, 6 months, or in my case, 1 year. And we don't have to pay the tuition fees to the university that we're going to. We just need to keep paying the fees to our home university, which in my case is like 9 times less. So it's a pretty good deal. I will, however, have to pay for my accommodation and living expenses in London, obviously. I'll be studying graphic design, which is the same as I'm studying here in Portugal, but I'll only have 3 or 4 subjects compared to the 10 that I would have here. So we'll see how that plays out. And I'm leaving this September. Okay, part 2, veganism. How did you make the transition to veganism? So, as you may or may not know, I live on my own, which means I have to do all the cooking and I have to get my groceries if I want to get food inside my belly. So that just meant I had to buy my own meat when I came to university, and I'd have to go to the butchers, I'd have to go to the meat aisle in the supermarket, and I never saw the appeal to it. It just seemed pretty yucky, to be honest. So I guess it was a combination of that, plus me watching a bunch of vegan YouTubers and documentaries on veganism that just sparked something in me and that opened my eyes. And gradually, without me ever having the intention of going vegan, I just started cutting off meat from my diet, and then I was a vegetarian for around 2 months, and eventually I became vegan. How did my friends and family react to me becoming vegan? Any negative feedback, any persuasion to stay on my regular diet? Contrarily to what I would have thought, my family took it quite well. Actually, my mom went vegetarian at right around the same time as I did, maybe a little earlier even. And that's been pretty cool because she makes the best cooking, seriously. One thing I was slightly worried about was my grandparents' reaction, because I always go to my grandparents for lunch every Sunday, but they also took it quite well. And to my surprise, my grandma has been looking into veganism, and now she always makes us a vegan option when we go for lunch, which is perfect. Final question on veganism: what foods do I eat and what are some of my favorite recipes? Okay, for foods I eat pretty much everything that's not meat, fish, eggs or dairy, and believe it or not, that leaves me plenty to choose from. As for recipes, I just try to keep it simple because I don't really have that much time or patience to cook. So for instance, I like having oats in the morning for breakfast. So you just pour some rice milk or any other alternative into a pan, add some oats, bring it to a boil and remove from heat. Add cinnamon, add agave syrup, top with jam and fruit, and voila! I also make a lot of this, which is pasta with veggies and pineapple. You just cook the pasta, cook the veggies, mix it all together, add pineapple, soy sauce and some seeds. So these are just a few. I'm in no way a vegan chef, so I'm really sorry if they're not the greatest. Okay, part 3, editing and motion graphics. What do you use to edit your videos? I use this computer, Premiere Pro, After Effects and Illustrator for some of the titles and artwork. How do you make your animations? I use Illustrator to make the artwork first, then I save the vector file, import it onto After Effects and animate each layer individually using keyframes and easy ease. So you just open the graph editor and adjust the curve a little, and that just makes the animation a whole lot smoother. Any tips or advice for motion graphics / After Effects? I'm in no way an expert, but I'd say always easy ease, because that just makes the animation look so much more put together and professional. That and watch loads of tutorials online. I can leave a few links down below of some tutorials and channels that I find interesting, so if you want to check that out. And that's the end of the Q&A. Thank you very much for your questions. I hope you found my answers slightly useful. As usual, I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care.